What is up, Internet? Retro here, and welcome back to episode 34 of the $10 Game Collection Challenge. We are on a journey to build a video game collection, starting off with just $10 to prove that you can indeed still game hunt, that game hunting is not dead in 2020, and that you can do it on a budget. No real big updates this week, guys. We're gonna get right into it, but before we do, if you love all things 80s and 90s nostalgia like retro video games, movies, toys, and more, do me a favor and hit that friggin' subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss out on new weekly videos. Let's get into it. Alright guys, let's get into our update this week of the $10 game collection. If you are new, this is it. This is the collection that we have built from just $10 starting off at the beginning of the year. It has been amazing. It has been fun. If you've missed any of the episodes, go back and check them out. I'll put a card right up here. It's a playlist of the entire series if you want to check that out. So last week was a great week. We picked up all of these games right here and all of these games in here. A bunch of N64 stuff. Again, if you've missed that episode, it was a really good one, so go check that out. Have not cleaned those games. I'll do that potentially in this episode at some point. We left off with $272 in the game fund, and we have sold a couple more things. I think 4 things. Already shipped these off, but we sold We Sing in Sillyville. We sold that for $12.99 plus shipping. Then we sold Let It Ride. It's a DVD with Richard Dreyfuss. That sold for $13 plus, yes, $13 plus shipping. And then, let's see, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. That sold for $6 plus shipping. And then Minecraft Story Mode sold for $7 plus shipping. I think I did that right. I think We Sing is 13. Let It Ride was 12. So after eBay fees and PayPal fees, we net this for a grand total of this in the game fund, which is good. I don't know if we're gonna have as good a luck as last week finding the N64 stuff, but we're gonna hit up all the normal spots, flea markets, thrift stores, garage sales if we come across any, and hopefully we find some more games. Let's do it. Alright guys, a couple of things to look at. First off, here is a DVD set. I'm contemplating on getting Danny Phantom. I don't know what this is. I guess this is like a newer Nickelodeon show. Complete series for $6. It sells for around 15, 16, sometimes 18. I'm debating for $6 because there's just not a ton of room on that. But there are some games down here, which is good, and some decent games. Anytime there are Minecraft games, I'm gonna pick them up. See, these are priced at $4. So Minecraft Story Mode, we'll get that. Always gonna get this one. And then, let's see, Fight Night Round 4 had a little bit of value. This sells for around 12. I would get this normally, but it has some pretty bad top scratches, so I'm gonna pass on that. Surprisingly, Farming Simulator on the PS3 sells pretty decent. I don't know why somebody wants to play this on PS3, but I don't know. So this is $4. It's selling for like 16. So we'll pick up all 3 of these for $12. I would say there's a value of, I don't know, $30, $35 right there. So good pickup. All right, guys, we're back in the game room. You saw me pick up these 3 PS3 games for $12, $4 each. But you did not see me pick up Napoleon Dynamite because I didn't even think to film this. I was just going through all the VHS, saw that, and I was like, that is pretty cool. I'm gonna pick that up. This is a movie that I did not love when it first came out, but now I think it's hilarious. They took quite the leap in making such a strange movie. There's like virtually no music in this movie at all, but I love it now. I think it's hilarious, but the reason why I'm showing you this, it's not going to be part of the $10 game collection. I paid $1 for it, but it could be part of the $10 game collection because this actually has some value. It's selling for around $20 to $25, and the cheapest one on eBay right now is $59, something crazy. So I'm not a pro when it comes to VHS. I know DVD is way better, but what you're looking out for with VHS most of the time are just, again, uncommon movies or things that came out really late in the VHS lifespan. So this was, I'm sure, pretty late. That's why it kind of caught my eye when I first saw it. I did not know this came out on VHS, but horror movies are really good as well, and you know, just uncommon VHS. If you guys know of any other VHS to look up for, please leave it down in the comments. I'm gonna pick it up, or I picked it up just to keep it for my own personal collection for now. But I just wanted to share with you guys that this actually has some value. On to the next. All right, guys, a couple video games here at this Goodwill. What do you know? Kingdom Hearts. Again, I don't even know how many times we found this at this point. 4 or 5. This copy is super clean and complete for $2. I mean, I'm going to keep picking it up and selling it for around, I think they sell for 8 to 10. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. And then, guys, check this out. Who remembers Pogs? So these are actually called retro caps. They came back out a couple years ago, and I actually made a video about this. Shameless plug. I will put a card up here if you want to watch that. But these are Pogs, man. These were all the rage back in the 90s, and I love them. I'm not going to get these. I have plenty of Pogs at home, but we are going to pick up Kingdom Hearts. Let's go. Alright guys, we're at a Goodwill right now. Haven't been to this one in quite a while. And we found something that we don't have in the $10 game collection yet, and that is an OG Xbox, but it is $36. That is excessive, man. If this was 20 or less, I'd probably pick it up, but really I would want to be in at around 10 or so. No controller. I think there's AV and power, yeah, but that's too much, man. I'm not doing that. I wish I could buy that, but I'm not going to. And then here is, look at this. You guys remember these? There's gonna be a lot of people that are too young to remember these, but this is how we would rewind our tapes back in the day. Pretty wild. Yeah, not much of anything other than that, unfortunately, but I can't do it, guys. I just can't. Alright, so I did find some games here at this Goodwill, but a couple bummers. So, Guitar Hero 2, not interested. Sneak King. This is the Burger King game. I mean, can you even imagine them still coming out with games at fast food restaurants? I don't think that will ever be a thing again, but it's $2. I don't know. Okay. Plants versus Zombies Garden Warfare. This is a decent pickup for $2. I think we have it already, but I'm fairly certain I'm gonna get that one. It's not worth much more than $5 or $6, but if we end up getting another Xbox, it's a good bundler game. So here's the first bummer. Mario Kart on the Wii. Feels pretty heavy because it's complete. No disc. I'm gonna ask what they're gonna do with this. Most of the time they throw them away. You guys know we can still sell this for about $10, so we'll see if we can't get that for free. Here's one I've never heard of. Black Site Area 51. It's pretty scratched. If I can get this out. I don't know. I don't know on that one either. It's just like a bunch of games that are questionable at this point. I don't need to pick this up because I think we have 6 of them already, and I'm not going to because it's missing a disc. So just stuff like this, guys. I think everything else, Halo 4, missing a disc as well. And then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pass on that one. So the only game I'm gonna get is Garden Warfare. I'm gonna ask about the Mario Kart case. Should I get this? I don't know. Look how funny this is. I think I'm gonna get Sneak King because, heck, it's $2, right? And I'm gonna leave everything else. Hi, this top one doesn't have the disc in it. Do you guys care if I have the case, or do you guys do something with them?
Yeah, I'll just give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
$4.
All right, guys, going through these DVDs and Blu-rays, looking for any games or anything worth picking up to flip. Not seeing anything, but there are video games in the front counter all the way up there. And I did see one game, Battle for Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob game on PS2. It's actually a really great game, and it is in there. They're usually $5, I think, if they're in the case, so that's still a great deal. I think it sells for like 12 to 15, but we're about to go up there and see if it is indeed in the case. So let's go do that. You care if I see some of these games that are sitting on top over here? They're kind of like laid on top over here. The very top? Yeah. That's great. This is normal. I'll take just this one. All right, guys, we picked it up. Amazing game. I don't hear people talk about this game very often. I'm not gonna say it's a hidden gem, but it definitely does not get enough love. Also, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the PS2 just turned 20 years old. That is crazy. There are so many amazing games on the PS2, and that is my question of the video. I wanna know from you guys, what are some games on the PS2 that people don't talk about very often and they need some more love? Again, I love this game, and also Beautiful Joe. It's not a hidden gem. People talk about it a little bit, but it definitely does not get talked about enough. Really cool artwork and graphics. Tell me down below what are some good PS2 games for us all to check out. On to the next. All right, guys, we are back inside a game exchange. Now, this is a game exchange I don't come to very often. This is about an hour away from my house, but I thought I'd check out this store. I was in the area, so I'm looking around. Usually these better games are in the front glass case. I'm not sure why they were up here, but over here, something caught my eye, and it is a bunch of boxed NES games. This is not something you see very often. You're talking about games that are 30, 35 years old, and these are all boxed, and they have their manuals as well. So I pick up a handful of these. I don't buy them all. And again, I'll talk about this here in a minute, but I do pick up a couple. There is Trog. That's a really good game. I picked that one up for sure. The price was right on that. Here's a couple more. Classic Tetris. One of my favorite games. I played this game so much growing up as a kid and with my buddies in college. Here's one I've never heard of before, Cartoon Workshop. But again, the price was right. Super great price on some of these. The Othello, I actually left, and I think there was a Wheel of Fortune game that I left as well. But I did pick up a couple that we will talk about and review here in a minute. And then this is the good one. King's Quest 5 is here in this case. That game is a pretty valuable game. You don't see it all too often, so I had to pick that one up as well. And then also Tmnt2 the Arcade game, and that was just really cheap on that. So let's get our total for all of these games.
You'll get golf for free.
Okay.
All right, and the total comes out to $79.50.
Okay. All right, guys, we're back in the game room with all of these original NES games complete in the box with their manuals. Super, super cheap. We got all of these for $79.51 for all of these, and we got one game for free. Golf was free. This complete in-box golf was free. Okay, so I've told you guys before that it is possible to not only do well at retail stores, but also to even potentially make money, and this is how I've done it at some game stores here in my area. Now, I don't know how it is everywhere, but here in my area, for some reason, if games come complete with either the manual or the box, a lot of the stores around here They don't change the price. They still will sell the game for the cartridge price only, which is amazing. So it does not happen very often. It is few and far between when it actually does, but every once in a while you can get a really good deal. I got my Chrono Trigger like this. I got my Zelda Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo like this as well. And today we did really well. Again, we spent just over $79, and there's one game in here that I'm going to sell to get most of my money back and keep the rest for free. So let's get into these. The first one is one of my favorite games on the original Nintendo, and that is Trog. If you've never played this before, it's definitely one to look out for. It also is an arcade game. Enter the Trog arcade game sweepstakes. That would be amazing to win. I'm sure it's 30 years expired, but a really fun game. I know that the Game Chasers really like this game, but $12.99. So like I said, that's actually might even be low for the price of the cartridge only. But the cart looks really good. I've also found this to be pretty consistent. When you find a game with the box, typically the label in the game is going to be in really, really good shape. So that is amazing to add to the collection. And here is the manual, looking pretty nice as well. Man, there's nothing like going through old manuals. This is how we learned how to play the game, man. I told you all the tips and tricks. And then there is Thrilla's Safari. That looks cool. Also came with some of the cards as well. Next up is Cartoon Workshop. Now, these games were so fun back in the day where it's basically just like paint. And in this case, you get to make your own cartoon, and easy to do, use pre-drawn animations and action sequences. So stuff like this was so fun back in the day. I loved Mario Paint, was kind of along the same vein, but these were so fun. Yeah, so this is complete as well. Well, they're all complete, but it actually has the cards too. I'll give you prices too. Trog is worth $34, and again we paid $13. Cartoon Workshop is also $34. So awesome to pick both of those up. Here is one that I know some people like. It just has never been my type of game. Archon is, I believe, how you say it. Pretty cool artwork. $10. This one is worth $29. Also comes with all these extra stuff, man. All this, like the posters. You used to actually get posters and stuff. Like right here, what is that? I think that just shows you another Activision game, but this is like a full-out poster that you could put on your wall. Did you guys put posters on your wall? My room was full of posters back in the day. So here's the one we got for free. Good old Golf with Mario. I don't know if it's technically Mario, but I mean, come on, that's Mario. And this one was the one we got for free. It's buy two, get one free on $7.99 or less. And Golf is worth $21, complete with the manual. And this is actually a great game. I like golf games. I actually played golf in college on a golf scholarship. Fun fact. So cool to pick up that. What is there to say about good old Tetris? Look, guys, $5. This is at a retail store. $5 for Tetris, and Tetris sells for $24. I love this game, guys. What is there to say? This was our one of our most favorite games in college. We would play this for hours and hours. It's one of those games where when you start watching someone play Tetris, you just can't look away. I had a friend that is so good at this game. He can see like 4 or 5 moves ahead, and it's pretty incredible. So Tetris is worth, I think I already told you, but I'll tell you again, $24 complete. And then here is the big one. This one was in the case for $25. King's Quest 5. It looks like it's in pretty good shape, and this is the one I'm going to be selling. This is not my style of game at all. Again, there are people that love this game, but it's just not for me. And this one is selling for $62. So once we sell this, we'll get a large chunk of what we paid for all of this stuff back. So King's Quest 5, I almost missed this. This was in the case, and I almost passed it up. So here it is. I mean, whoa! Look at the shine, guys. Looks amazing. And then it comes with another poster type situation, and then the manual, and then this was not free. Golf was free, but since I had this and Tetris, I was like, I need to pick up another game to get one of them for free, and that's pretty cheap on this game. Tmnt2 the Arcade game. This is worth $13, and we ended up getting this and the Tetris, and then got that for free. So I thought I'd pick up one more. This will just be a flipper because we already have this game. So grand total for all of this stuff, again, we paid $79.51, and it is worth $187. So we more than doubled our money at a retail store. Amazing. To the end recap. Alright guys, boxed NES games does not happen very often, but was pumped to pick these up. I just love picking up complete in-box games. I don't know if it's just me. You guys tell me down below if you like picking up and finding complete games as well. I don't know if it's the artwork or the pictures on the back or just the nostalgic piece of it. I love picking them up. Guys, still a great week. We spent $102 and we have $296 in value. Amazing, so pumped to pick up these boxed NES games. I will sell the King's Quest game, get most of our money back, and we will be in good shape. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you would like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and until next time, peace.